What's up everybody, it's Than from Tidal Gardens. It's been a little while since I did an update video about our SPS system. For the most part, things are going pretty well. It's filled up considerably since last time, and we've been getting better color now that we light them more consistently. Now this is the only system where we rely on artificial lights to grow corals. Everywhere else, the lights are more for our benefit than the corals. Without consistent lighting, there's just too much of a difference between summer and winter light levels, and all these corals tend to turn a lovely shade of brown as a result. So this is actually quite an improvement. The rest of this video, though, is not about lighting, it's about flow. If you've ever visited our greenhouse, you may have noticed that we tend to have extremely low flow in our systems across the board. Now, low flow hasn't been an issue, but as coincidence would have it, I dug out two Sea Swirl return oscillators. Now, a Sea Swirl is a motorized return oscillator that moves the output of a return pump in a 90-degree arc. I'm holding the unit here by the input where you would plumb the tubing coming from a pump. Here, you can see the two thumb screws that are used to mount the unit to the side of the aquarium. The output can be seen here. The output fitting here is a simple 3/4 inch nozzle, but there are a variety of different options available that I'm going to get into a little bit later. When I last had this unit installed in my tank, I used this Y connector at the output. Now the motor on the Sea Swirl, as I mentioned before, moves 90 degrees. By attaching this Y connector, it gives a 180-degree arc. For this setup, I decided to go with an eductor. Now this fitting increases the flow generated by a pump by a multiple of about 3 to 4x. The way that this fitting works is by the same Venturi principle that some skimmers employ to draw in air. Now the nozzle sends a strong jet of water through a special funnel-shaped output. The water jet causes a suction that works to draw in many times more water. So for every gallon of water that the jet sends through the funnel, 3 to 4 gallons are sucked in along with it and blown out, causing massive water movement. Let's see what this looks like. I've got this hooked up to a moderately sized Mag 9.5 pump, which moves about 950 gallons per hour. This setup moves a considerable amount of water across a 4-foot by 8-foot tank. Here, the camera is located about 72 inches away, and you can see the turbulence of the water hitting the underwater port. The cool thing about an oscillator like this is that it gives periodic moments of calm water and surge as it goes back and forth. You can see this effect on corals with a lot of movement like Goniopora. Okay, the question for this video is, what is your favorite device to provide water flow in your aquarium? Are you using just a return pump? Do you have a cool wave maker? Let me know in the comments below. While you're at it, check us out on the web. So Facebook, Twitter, and our website is all here. Alright, until next time guys, happy reefing.